Hello, we can't hear you.
Can you hear me? Okay, sorry for the inconvenience. Good evening, everyone. So, before we start the debate, I would like to ask all of the debaters to state your name and your position, starting from the government side.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum and good evening. My name is Laila Mastura from the government team FST. I am the Prime Minister.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to everyone. I am from FSTA. My name is Alia Shafira and I would be the Deputy Prime Minister for this debate.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Mama Afif, and I will be the government whip for this debate. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Imran Imadi and I am the opposition leader for this for Pusat TAMHIDI.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Usna. I'm a second speaker from the opposition team from PTA.
My name is Farisha. I'm the opposition whip for this session.
Alright, the House will come to order. I am pleased to welcome you all to this second round of using Vice Chancellor Debate Championship 2022. I would like to remind the members of the floor, they may only raise points of informations in the constructive speech and only after the first minute and before the last minute of speech. Also, please ensure that your internet connection is stable and your voice is audible. Are there any inquiries before we start?
What is the motion?
Yes, please.
Oh, the motion is that the House supports the emergence of NFT.
If you don't mind, can you please type on the chat box, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, with that, I call upon the Prime Minister to deliver his speech. Here.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I want to check whether I can be heard and seen clearly without lagging. Okay, thank you. Can the timekeeper show the stopwatch, please, before I can start my speech? Okay, thank you. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I will be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Assalamualaikum and good evening. I bid to Ms. Chairperson, the wise adjudicators, the accurate timekeeper, and my worthy opponents of the opposition side, and my loyal comrades of the government team, and to the members of the House and the audience. Okay. I am Laila Mastura and I will be the Prime Minister. And as the Prime Minister, I will be doing several things. Firstly, I would define this motion. Secondly, I would explain the issue and the status quo. And then I will also give an argument to support this motion. Secondly, my Deputy Prime Minister, Ms. Shafira, will present her arguments. And lastly, my government whip, Mr. Afif, will deconstruct the debate and rebut all the arguments coming from the opposition side. So on to the definition. So tonight's debate is on the motion, this House supports the emergence of NFT. So what does it mean by NFT? from the information slide we had before this debate, NFT stands for a non-fungible token, which is it is non-tradable, so that it is one of its kind. This means that every NFT is a one-of-a-kind item. NFT are transferred from one owner to another using blockchain technology, which creates a digital trail from seller to buyer that verifies the transaction. This encodes the unique ownership rights towards the buyer or the new owner. Okay, so onto the characterization of tonight's motion. So NFT is a form of cryptocurrency. It is undeniable. It is a form of cryptocurrency and it uses the blockchain technology. And it is the newest and currently the hottest advancement in this of these two technologies. So, however, if you go onto the social media or any kind of articles, if you search about NFT, there would be so many memes or even tweets or articles who ridiculing NFT, and so they spreading hate towards NFT. And by having some people ridiculing NFT, they would also make other people jumping on the bandwagon to hate NFT. However, these people only jumping on the bandwagon without knowing actually what good NFT can bring to the people. And so this comes onto the burden of proof from the government side, in which we have to prove how NFT can actually benefit the people. So onto our stance. We support this motion. This house supports the emergence of NFT because we realize and acknowledge the great potential of NFT in revolutionizing business and also cybersecurity. Okay. Onto my first point. Under the keyword, NFT provides a lucrative business for artists. Okay, so for this point, I have two level of analysis. In the first one is that NFT, the buyers of NFT are usually currently the buyers for NFT are the filthy rich. The one who hold money is the one who can actually buy the $1 million price NFT, the artworks. So just by looking at the price of the NFT itself, we can say that the artists who make the NFT artwork would receive a lot of money just by selling one of the artwork. So imagine if they are able to sell almost all of their artworks. So they are able to sell off their artworks in the form of NFT. So this means that these artists, rather than just focusing the market of a small market, they have the buyers who wants to buy their artwork for millions or even sometimes for billions. Okay, so just by seeing that, we can see that it is a very lucrative business for the artists. So also, if we see also onto the second level of analysis, we can also see that in NFT transaction, it is actually the transaction is direct between the seller and the buyer. So for artists, this means that they can directly sell their artwork directly to their client. So there is no middle person. So this means that it would decentralized market. So it would help them to earn more money because they don't need to find agents, to find companies who wants to publish and help to sell their artwork. So in the way that the buyers are the filthy rich, the buyers are the ones who have money, and also they actually have when they have this decentralized market, this means that they have a lot more, they have a larger audience, so which they can actually sell their artwork to. So this means that both this level of analysis prove that NFT provides a lucrative business for artists. So maybe the opposition side would like to rebut that is the current situation. So how actually it would mean for a lucrative business for artists. So in the future, in the further future, when NFT has the potential to become the main revenue for artists, or at least if not the main, it would actually provide a stable income source for artists. So it would mean that NFT transaction would be more widespread, and then there will be more people who would like to buy NFT. Maybe the price would go down a little bit, but that would mean all kind of people can buy, and also all the small artists can also sell their artworks. So in that way, for the current situation for artists who have it hard just to sell one artwork, for them to be able to turn their artwork into an NFT and then sell it on the blockchain, and it would make it in which the market are more widespread and decentralized, and also the buyers have the money, it would mean that they are able to actually sell their artwork for the value, for their actual value. And so, before I said, I would like to again to reaffirm the government stance, in which that we support the motion. This house supports the emergence of NFT because we realize and acknowledge the great potential of NFT in revolutionizing business and cybersecurity. With that, I end my speech.
Thank you to the Prime Minister for the speech. The speaker spoke for 7 minutes and 10 seconds. Now, I would like to call upon Leader of Opposition to deliver the speech. The floor is yours.
I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Okay, first, I would like to bid a very good evening to the Ms. Chairman, honorable educators, the timekeeper, member of the hall, and ladies and gentlemen. The topic for our debate today is the House supports the emergence of NFT. So, as said by the Prime Minister just now about the NFT, we agree with the definition given by the Prime Minister on what is NFT. And however, the negative team, believe that this statement is false. Since before that, I will say first, I'm going to talk about the impact that is possibly happen to the economy if we're using NFT, and my second speaker will talk about the effect of NFT to the environment, and she will also say about the NFTs are speculative investment. And my third speaker will sum up our thinking and about the affirmative thing. And okay, first I would like to rebut some of the points that were given by the first speaker of the government side. She said just now about the blockchain technology that yes, blockchain technology. If you go into a deeper part of the blockchain technology, actually using what you call as mining. Okay, mining that mining is some kind of what you call as a machine that use a lot of energy, and it will harm the environment. My second speaker will talk more about that, and also about she also said about NFT has the potential to become a stable income for the artists. So let I see it like this. Let's say that there's many people since it is everyone can make NFT, and let's see that everyone can make NFT and they are making NFT too much. Okay, we have too much NFT in the market, and since it is still some kind of investment or an asset that maybe have some some value in the future, or maybe doesn't have any value at all. And in
Yeah, I think
when there's no, thank you. And NFT, yes, and NFT also said, NFT, when there is too much NFT, there will be too much demand, and maybe not everyone will buy the NFT, and maybe the artists can't get what we call fixed income in the future. Okay, maybe in this right now, maybe in the current time, maybe it can be something good, but in the long run, maybe we doesn't know about this, right? Okay, since NFT is some kind of investment. No, thank you, sorry. So I would like to go into my first point. It is about the effect of the NFT to the economy. Since we are buying it using our money, of course, and the price is also quite high, quite high. And if we buy this type of asset, this type, if we buy this NFT, what do you call as the leakage? We are having the leakage, since we are taking out our money and we buy this thing, and it's stopped over there. The money stopped over there, and it won't circulate in our country. And actually, it is bad, since there's no flowing. What do you call as the money doesn't flow into the citizen, into the society, that it will go to the people. And also this NFT, when it is when this NFT is a minute, please wait a minute. Since NFT itself, and government or you can the authorities, since we doesn't need to use any company or what so on. Okay, we just sell it directly to the buyers. This type of NFTs, okay, this NFTs, it doesn't have what the record, okay, the record of the transaction for the government to count it as what you call as the goods, okay, to count into the GDP and so on.
I think.
Please. Go on, please.
Okay, so you said that the money won't circulate inside in the economy. So, but we buy NFT using cryptocurrency. I don't deny that. But there is also the function where the cryptocurrency can be exchanged for money, the real money. So, what does it mean by it's not?
Okay, for the questions now, actually, you mute too early for just now. Okay, I will take it like this, that NFT as the NFT just now, about about circulate. You say that it is using the cryptocurrency, and still it is using some kind of money, and this type of NFT, I think it is not suit into this the society of Malaysia. And if we use it in a big scale, I think it is not a big, it is not a good thing to do, because we have many types of other solutions about investment and assets. Since we can use gold, we can buy an asset, gold, houses, lands, and so on. If we still need using to the NFT, actually this is not the best option, since we have the other option. And I would like to say that we as the negative team believe that the use of NFT will bring more harm than good. Okay, and that's it. I raise my case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to the leader of opposition for the speech. The speaker spoke for 7 minutes and 29 seconds. Now I would like to call upon Deputy Prime Minister to deliver the speech. Here.
Okay, hello everyone. Before I start my speech, I would like to do audio and visual check. Am I audible and can you see me clearly?
Yes, we can.
All right, thank you so much. All right, I will be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening / night. I bid to our honorable judges, precious time speaker, worthy opponents from the opposition side, obviously, and my lawyer comrades from the government side, and also to all the members of the floor. For today's debate, this house supports the emergence of NFTs, and as the government, we clearly believe NFTs provides better and provides so many good to our economy, to our business, and also providing a breakthrough, an amazing breakthrough in cybersecurity relating to our stance, which is we realize and acknowledge its potential in revolutionizing business and cybersecurity. So as the second speaker, or more known as the Deputy Prime Minister, I would be doing 3 things. I would be rebutting the rebuttals coming from the opposition. Also be providing 2 points under the key phrase of fostering marketplace efficiency, and also an advancement of it provides an advancement to cybersecurity using the NFT technology, and also proving to us once again why the government should be taking the win for this motion. All right. So moving on to the rebuttals coming from the leader of opposition. We can clearly see the leader of opposition has failed to understand what the true meaning of NFTs in itself. First evidence is we can see how it mentions about the idea of mining and the use of machine. But however, we would like to clarify again to make it crystal clear to the opposition side. Crypto mining does not relate to the NFT. So, side opposition, before you enter the debate, can you please do your assignments correctly so that we can have a prosperous debate and have to meet the end goal. All right. So. What the interesting point brought out by the opposition is it mentions about how NFTs is harming the environment. And again, where is the clarification? Where is the justification? You can't just mention one-liners without providing elaboration. That's not how debate works. And then moving on to another of your rebuttals, which you mentioned about how when there is so many NFTs in the marketplace, it would make the market more saturated. Okay, here is another question I would like to bring up. Where is the evidence of the saturation in the first place? You cannot provide us what is the meaning of saturation in the first place, and also it is you were saying how it would, when there's so many of NFTs, it would make it less of value. Okay, we would like to clarify. NFTs is something that does not lose their value that easily. So you cannot mention about how it would saturate. You cannot mention how it would how an artist trying to make an honest living through their arts, through their skills, is going to saturate their market. There's no logical explanation there, and therefore, moving on to their points, which mentions about high prices, high prices of the NFTs would make people not buying it. Okay, first of all, we are not forcing people to buy NFTs. So people who buy NFTs is obviously people who can afford the NFTs. And then you have to remember, NFTs are a lucrative business. Why do we mention it's a lucrative business? Because it provides two levels of opportunities towards the artists and so also towards the market. Why? I would explain it further on my second point. Okay. And also for clarification, when you say that it's not a lucrative business for the artist, it's actually a very lucrative business for the artist because the cryptocurrency can be exchanged to real money. So please get your facts correct. All right. Opposition. Moving on to my points, which is fostering the market efficiency. What does it mean by fostering the market efficiency? Okay, you have to. The idea of the NFT is that it provides artists a direct path direct way to connect with the potential buyers, with the audience, without the existence of media people. It is opposed to the traditional way of promoting your arts. Why is it better than the traditional way of promoting your art? Because it does not involve the use of the media people. Why is it the use of media people so frowned upon? Because the media people is taking profits, taking a little bit of the profits here and there. So the money does not 100% come to the artist. Their hard work, they don't reap 100% of their hard work because the existence of media person. So why do we strongly propose NFTs? That when it eliminates in these intermediate people, it provides artists with a better connection, not only social connections but also in terms of their business. And that is why the market will better flourish without the existence of middlemen, because two people can reap the benefits better. And then also it also provides better security through the blockchain technology, which is relating to my third point. What is the meaning of better security? Better security means we can see through the advancement of cybersecurity through using the NFT technologies. NFT technologies can set an example in cybersecurity. Why? Because in the idea of NFTs inside, in the technology itself, you buy cryptocurrency, and no one when you buy cryptocurrency, no other people can have the same thing, the thing that you buy. And even if they try to resell or resell them, they cannot do so. It's very hard for them to do so because there is an encoded ownership in the art itself, in the NFT itself. So this can be a great example. This not only protects the rights of the buyers and also the sellers, it also provides a potential breakthrough to other form of advances. So, for instance, an idea is digitalizing passports by using NFTs. So we take the concept of NFTs to digitalize the passports to provide better security for us as humans. It lessens the opportunities for people to scam us or people to duplicate us, because there is an encoded ownership inside the NFT. Thank you. I read my case.
Thank you to the Deputy Prime Minister for the speech. The speaker spoke for 7 minutes and 5 seconds. Okay, we shall now hear the speech from the Deputy Leader of Opposition. Hear.
Am I audible?
Yes.
I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I beg to the educator, timekeeper and members of the floor. So today, the topics for our debate today is this House supports the emergence of NFT. We from the opposition side truly disagree with this statement, as aligned with our stance that the use of NFT will bring more harm than good. Okay. First, I will rebut some of the points from the government side. Okay. The first point I want to rebut is about she said that the NFT will because of the blockchain, because of the security, the NFT can cause a losses of scam for the artists or who use the NFT. For me, this NFT, it can be stolen because it may have some of the hackers will some NFT can become the target of few security branches, especially those hackers who don't believe that NFT is a real investment. They will easily scam and hacker the art, the art and so on, and then. And since NFT is new in our society, so is new as a asset as asset. So NFT since it's new, it will the security of protocol is inefficient. So now I would like to recap one of our point from my first speaker. Okay. He said that it will give a big impact on the economy because it will have a leakage happen and the money will start in, and as the government say that they actually they can convert the money into the real money. So this, because they don't use currency, the value of currency will drop as there are no flowing of money that happen among the citizen. Okay, now move to my point. Okay, my first point is NFT is bad for the environment, as we know that when the market grow, the concern for the environment will grow too. So NFT is built in trade on the Ethereum network. So it means that each transaction uses a mining process to confirm the trade and transaction. So the energy used in the mining can add a carbon emission if non-clean energy sources are uses. Like there is a lot of about warming, and NFT is actually bad for the environment since the trading models for NFT consume substantial energy, and that carbon emission can harm the planet ozone layer. So I move to my second point. NFT are speculative investment. As we know that investment is one of the investor will check the information about some company or something they want to invest in. So as we know that NFT is still new, is still a new asset. There is not much historical data to give the investor to do the research to invest in the NFT, since there is a lot of thing to do if there is new asset at the marketplace. So investment, they are speculative investment because they we from the government, we from the opposition side believe that NFT is we didn't support the emergence of NFT. As our stand, the use of NFT will bring more harm than good. That's all for me. I raise my case. Thank you.
Thank you to the Deputy Leader of Opposition for the speech. The speaker spoke for 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Now I would like to call upon Government Whip to deliver the speech. The floor is yours.
Hello, am I audible? Can you hear me and see me clearly? Okay, thank you. I will be starting my speech in 3, 2, 1. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to the honorable adjudicators and also to the members of the floor. My name is Muhammad Afif and I will be the government whip for this debate. And what I will be doing today is I will be reconstructing the debate. I will re-evaluate the points made by the opposition and compare it to the government's point of view, and I will further prove that the government side and the government's work is better than the opposition's work. Now, first, before I start my speech, what I would like to do first is I would like to re-emphasize and restate our stance on this debate, which is we support the emergence of NFTs because we acknowledge and realize the great potential in NFT in revolutionizing business and cybersecurity. Now, I'm on to my. Before I would like to do the rebuttals, I would like to first explain further on why we think that Bitcoin mining has nothing to do with NFTs, as mentioned by our second speaker. This does not relate to NFTs because Bitcoin mining is only a way to create Bitcoin. It is not a way to purchase NFTs, but it is only a way to create Bitcoin, which is then used to purchase NFTs. So NFTs is innocent in this sense, but even then, if you want to argue that these two are connected, not only in order to participate in Bitcoin mining, it requires a supercomputer in order to process the process of solving a computational puzzle, which is what Bitcoin mining is. And this crypto mining, so with that said, I think we believe that crypto mining will only affect a niche community, and therefore it is not significant enough for us to diminish it is not significant enough for us to consider it, despite it having so many perks in the future. Now, I'm on to my rebuttals. The first point made by the Prime Minister is that, made by the Leader of Opposition, is that the NFTs do not circulate in the marketplace, and there is no record for the government no records for the government. However, at the end of the chain, Bitcoins can be transferred for real money asset by the government side. But even then, if you want to argue about the abundance of NFTs and crypto market, there's no way that NFTs can destabilize the economy. Why? Why do we say that? Because NFTs have no actual value so long as it is not sold. Because if, let's say, you are an artist, you want to sell an NFT, no matter how high of a price you set the NFT holds no certain value. It has no impact on the economy as long as someone doesn't buy it. So when someone buys the NFT, it then can be transferred into real money and be recirculated into the economic chain. Now, the second point, the Leader of Opposition also talks about saturation of NFTs, how when it becomes a very profitable business, a lot of people will jump on the bandwagon. However, the value of an NFT depends on many aspects, such as visual aesthetic, hype, and marketing. So it is easy to differentiate which NFTs is worth buying or not. Next, I would like to move on to rebut the points made by the deputy leader of the opposition, in which the second point was that she was worried that NFT might be stolen or NFTs might be hacked. But as we mentioned earlier, even as our first speaker has already mentioned about how NFTs, the purchase of NFTs is protected by a technology called cryptography, which is an encoding, which is where when you buy the NFT, the transaction is then encoded in a very complicated computational program, which where it is very impossible, it is almost impossible for it to be counterfeited or double bought. So let's say, for instance, we want to say that, or let's say a person buys an NFT, then another person decides to screenshot the NFT, and the person decides, hey, I want to trade off this NFT and I want to act as if I own it. But the reason why this NFT cannot be sold is because it is easily retraced because of the cryptography technology. The encoding of the transaction allows for the buyer and the artist to retrace the transaction so that we know who the real owner is. Now, the next point made by the deputy leader of opposition is she talks about crypto mining and how she said that I've already rebutted this. I said clearly that crypto mining does not relate to NFT, and NFT is innocent. But like I said earlier, it only affects a niche community and it is not significant enough. Now, before I end my speech, I would like to re-emphasize on what we are trying to stand here. The points made by our Prime Minister and Deputy Prime Minister very highlights on what aspects of business and cybersecurity will NFTs affect. And in the future, we believe that by supporting this NFT business, we can look forward to many positive effects in the community. And I think I have already proved to everyone why the government should win. And with that, I raise my case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you to the government whip for the speech. The speaker spoke for 6 minutes and 47 seconds. Lastly, we shall now hear the speech from the opposition whip. Hear, hear.
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, but a bit slow.
Am I audible now?
Yes, yes.
I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Good evening. I beg to the Miss Chairman, the educators, the timekeepers, the members of the floor, ladies and gentlemen. So today's motion are about the House support the emergence of NFT. And we as the opposition sides are truly disagree with this motion, aligned with our stance that NFT brings more harm than goods. Before I summarize the point from our side, I would like to rebut the point that have been given by the government side. The first speaker have said that the NFT provide lucrative business for the artists, and she said that it will be the source of income for the artist. But what will happen to the current artworks, like the artists who do painting and the sculptures? Like people will focus more on this kind of art, this kind of artwork, like in the we call it the technology in just on the surface of a screen. So what will happen to the artists who do the painting by their hands, and what will happen to the artists who spends lots of time doing sculpture?
Your ID.
Lots of no, please. It will it will cut their source of income because people didn't look at their artwork anymore.
POI, please.
No, thank you. So and the visible painting and the visible artwork will be forgotten by the people because they are more focusing on this new type of art, and it will give impact to the current artists also. And the second speaker said that about the market potential because it will give better connection and security, and because it's digital based. And what about people who don't have this technology? How they can embrace in this field, in this digital world? So they will be left behind, and their works would not be appreciated by the others people because people are now focusing on the NFT and the others type of investments such as gold and houses would not be invested by people anymore. And in their last point, they say that it provides better security because no one can bounce it back, and it's only the buyer and seller. So this shows that the liquidity is high because the person can only reconvert the NFT into the money by the same seller. So if they want to exchange the NFT into the money back, they cannot just go to other seller or the other shop or anything because it's only for
POI, please.
no, thank you. So it will make them hard to get the monies back because the liquidity is too high. And what about if the buyer and seller are too far? They cannot exchange it. They cannot exchange it at the time because it will take more time for them to go.
POI, please.
No, please. To reconvert their NFT to the money back. And next, I would like to restate our point that this NFT give big impact in economy because the currency is just is already changes into the NFT, and it didn't go anywhere because the money just given to the seller, and how the government will treat that as a usage of or consuming by the people of the country. So it will give big impact for the economy because the government itself doesn't know where the money has gone. Even they can reconvert the money back, but how are they gonna trace it back? Because it's still new and not every government has this type of system.
POI,
No, thank you. And okay, and next, the point that from our side that NFT are speculative investments and it's still new, and people will need do lots of research on this type of new investment. They are scared that the price are not going to be increased, so it will waste their time and their money, so it won't give them a new profit for them. And the worst case scenario is, what if one day the NFT suddenly invalid? So what will happen to the money that has been changed into that NFT token? Yeah, it cannot be traced back or give it back to the
POI,
owner. So I would like to restate my stance that we didn't believe that the house should support the emergence of NFT because NFT be more house like this. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you to the opposition whip for the speech. The speaker spoke for 6 minutes and 4 seconds. Now, both the government and opposition are being given 1 minute to prepare their reply speech. The time is up. I call upon the speaker from the opposition side to deliver their reply speech. The floor is yours.
We'll start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I will start my speech with why should we win this debate, and we believe that this for the whole to support the emergence of NFT is we utterly disagree with the whole to support the emergence of NFT, since my team already said just now about all of this the point, and I will just highlight on the part about the environment, since NFT in the long term, also in the short term, actually it has a very big impact into environment. Why? Because NFT are using also what do they call what do they say about have a good security, what we call as better security. It is because they are using what they call as the blockchain technology, and this blockchain technology using using the mining using the mining process, and to mine it use a lot of energy, and it is not actually that worth for to use a lot of energy just to create one, or what you call as the blockchain technology and so on. But it used a lot of energy, and there's also say that about 8% of the global carbon footprint has come from this mining. And yes, from this mining, and it is because of Bitcoin. But that is before, and right now we have Bitcoin, and also you want to add about the NFT, it will be that I think it will be more double or triple the emissions, the carbon emissions to the world, and it is bad. If you are still thinking that we should proceed with the NFT, and I think you are not loving, and you doesn't want to live anymore, since we need environment more than this NFT and money. And yes, and also from rather than using this energy to mine, we can use it for another thing. Which can use it for we have many things to do with energy, rather than use it on this type of mining on NFT and so on. And this NFT, we believe that by using NFT, you can run from this type of environment, this global emissions, and it will cause a very bad or very bad effect on the environment. And so I would like to say that we should win this debate, since the NFT bring more harm than good, and also it is about environment. If you love environment, then you should win. Thank you.
Now, to conclude, let's welcome the speaker from the government side to give their reply speech.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Am I audible and visible clearly?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so, I will start my speech in 3, 2, 1. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum. Good evening/night, and it's nice to meet you again in the last speech for tonight's debate. I am Laila Mastura and I will be delivering the reply speech from the government side, where I would summarize the debate and show to you why we, the government, are winning today's debate. So today's debate is on the motion this House supports the emergence of NFT, and as the government, we believe that this motion should stand. So again, before we continue to the summary of today's debate, I would like to reaffirm and restate the stance of the government, in which that we support this motion because we realize and acknowledge the great potential of NFT in revolutionizing business and cybersecurity. So, what are the clashes for today's debate, for tonight's debate? So, throughout this debate, I have discovered some two clashes, in which the first clash is on the economy and also the second clash is on the security. So for the economy, we on the government side say that NFT provides a lucrative business for artists, and also it would foster market efficiency. While on the opposition side, they have mentioned that there is a leakage and also there would be no money circulation, and also they said that there would be a saturated market in the future when there are so many NFT. So when we compare these two arguments, these arguments from the government and also the opposition side, I have found that we on the government side actually cater to the clash of economy, whether which one actually cater to the economy of a country better. So again, for the lucrative business for artists, it's actually because the artists own the NFT, and also they can sell the NFT directly without any middle person, which also fosters the market efficiency. So there is no money being wasted on paying the agents. So this also makes their argument of that there would be no money circulation. There would be no money circulation because the NFT is being bought using using Bitcoin on cryptocurrency. Because again, as I have mentioned in my POI, because you have to understand that NFT and Bitcoin are two different things. Both are cryptocurrency, yes, but to buy NFT, you have to use Bitcoin. And Bitcoin, it is actually exchangeable to real money. So when they said that there is no money circulation, it is actually false, because once you have buy the NFT, the artists who got the profit, they could exchange it to real money. Also, onto the second clash, in which the security, we have said that NFT, in the definition itself, NFT have a trace. They have the ownership trace. They have the digital one, which cannot be hacked. So their argument, in which they said it is new technology, so the security aspect of the new technology is inefficient, is actually invalid, because NFT use blockchain technology, which have already been proven that it is unhackable, and even the process of reverse engineering it would take lifetimes. So in that sense, we also said that it would revolutionize cybersecurity, because in the future, NFT can be rather than just for artworks, it can be used to digitalize passports. So to end my speech, I would like the adjudicators to wisely choose to revolutionize business and cybersecurity, and to choose government. With that, I end my speech. Thank you.
That is all for this round's debate session. On behalf of the House, I thank the adjudicators for their assistance. I congratulate all the debaters on their performance. Now, the host will assign all the adjudicators to the breakout room to to discuss, while the debaters please remain in this room in the meantime.
YDP, can I ask a question?
Yes.
Will we know the results immediately, or will it be saved for tomorrow?
Yes, you will know immediately after the educators have discussed.
Okay, thank you.